Well, hello there, nice people. How are we doing today? No startup screen today for this stream, anyways. Who is here? Can we hear some eyes in the chat? What's up, Q? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody else who is still lurking. We are ready to go. Not the master mode, uncollected, and we need to select our team. So we're gonna have a bit of fun here. So 4 stars and 5 stars, rank 3 only. What's up, Tommy? What's up, Mr. Sunshine, Mr. Pranaz, everybody else? Appreciate you guys showing up. Really do. And whoops, wrong can in my hand. I think I'm gonna have to use a bit of container for today's stream. Such a nice weather for a change. All weekend has been very dreary, but now it's quite alright out there. Right, so who are we gonna bring in? I have a rank 3 Warlock. I want Mojo, man. Mojo is a really fun champion to play with. And Squirrel Girl, since I duped her recently, that's awesome. And Sorcerer Supreme, he's also kind of cool. Who else wants to go for a walk? Let's pick somebody who's not too selfish, who would fit in quite nicely. Sunspot's quite fun. And I guess 4-star Archangel, because apparently he has synergy with Sorcerer Supreme and Mojo. No, Mojo doesn't. Whatever. Let's go. We're done. We're here. Is 4-star Black Widow? Well, not until I get the white one. Right, so well, eventually I'm gonna explore it all, so for the peace of mind, I'm just gonna try and grab some items, so let's go to the Deadpool side. And we're gonna start with Mojo, because Drax is a perfect victim for Mojo. Thanks for the visit, brother. You're welcome, Sweep, you're welcome. My pleasure. Thanks for watching them and commenting on them, because that's the most important thing, I'd argue. Because, you know, nobody watches my videos, then there's no point in making them. What's up, Dark Soul? How are you doing, man? Dash backwards. Done. Easy peasy. Go, Mojo. Warrior. The game's down. The game was down, but it came back up. So the Drax, poor Drax is already done. What's up, Mr. Puff? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Highly appreciate you guys choosing my channel with all of the different choices available currently. Now I know who really likes me for me. What's up, Yitos? Did you stop your Abyss run because of the maintenance? But hey, you were doing a good job there. What's up, Harrate? What's up, Brandon Price? Hello, Ritz. Keep it up, brother. I will do my best. Do we want another fight in Mojo, or do we want to have a bit of fun with Sunspot? Let's go with Sunspot. Yeah, I might take up Mojo to rank 5. It's kind of, as maybe you'll increase the number of viewers, I don't know. But I might take, it's kind of in between Sorcerer Supreme and Mojo as a champion that I do want to rank up now. Was watching Seaton, well, I was away. Well, whilst I was away, I was actually trying to do something nice. Oh man, good hit. And the nice thing is, I made that. Oh, come on, man! I can do better than that. It's okay. It's only first map. We're gonna be fine. But hey, what's up, gorgeous? How are you doing, Katie? Ready for your A-gun grind? I saw that you got a day off. Would you rank 3 Mysterio? I think I would. If I didn't have like obvious clear better choice, I think I would, because I quite like Mysterio. I took my 5-star to rank 5 and he's cool. It's not like I use him every day for everything and stuff like that, but with the rank 3 Mysterio, the best thing is you will always have like a solid defender as well, because he's really good on defense. And in addition to that, I do like him. Like, I don't like him as like one of your main flagship heroes of your account that you know you can automatically add in for every quest you do. But there are a lot of things that he can do. That poison immunity is cool, a bit of power control, which is not the best aspect, but those level 3 and access to poison. Man, I do enjoy playing Mysterio. But yeah, what I was saying is that Mojo or Sorcerer Supreme is going to be one of my next rank 5. And Sunspot might be as well. I mean, we got some free TFI basics basically from those sales and stuff like that. So, I don't know, we'll see who goes up. Also, Yeet, what I wanted to say, very important thing, right? When I made my tech when I made my tech top 5 video of 2000, like at end of 2019, I actually placed Mysterio in 5th place at that time, and I placed him above, for instance, Stack Spider-Man, which was one of the biggest upsets. But I genuinely believe that, for instance, I did not rank up my Stack Spider-Man, I did rank up my Mysterio. Because in today's game format, Mysterio can do a lot of cool stuff, especially, and this is another thing for like that inverted controls thing, like if you pair him with Emma, both of them are immune to inverted controls, but Emma synergizes so good with Colossus, so you already have like a very solid base team happening there. That Red Guardian stun looks fun. I think it will be. But yeah, what else? Should I grab the first awakening gem that shows up once I have the chronometer? No. There will be class awakening gem more or less every rift. Vast majority of the rift there will be class awakening gem. So you do not grab a class awakening gem that you do not want. Trust me on that. Will you check out the red room? I did. I made a video on those red rooms and stuff already, man. That's a great point. I have Emma at rank 2 and soon Mysterio. That's gonna be a nice team. Exactly, because then you also, for instance, 6.4, one of the more annoying parts where the inverted controls and stuff, they work very well together. Mysterio is poisoned. Mysterio does not need to be awakened, no. That's another good thing. His awakened ability is kind of like Symbiote Supreme. It's useful, it's nice, kind of like, but it's not a make or break character. That it kind of just makes him a bit quicker in obtaining his like gas counters, but if you just rely on like medium combos and stuff like that, it does it quickly anyways. So yeah, I like Mysterio quite a bit. It's not the hardest puncher, let's keep in mind. The biggest problem I have with Mysterio though is that he's like poison and stuff, it doesn't really scale with suicides or external attack boost and stuff like that. That's quite annoying. Oh. Who else we have here? So Katie, answer me. Will you be ready for your massive grind? Can I put mic on a stand or something? I do not have one. I'm a very, very inconsiderate YouTuber. You can hear me touching my phone every single time. I'll try to move my phone away and tap more quietly. Jeez, you sound like my girlfriend. But okay, point taken anyways. You're right. I thought that's part of the charm of the channel, that you can hear the authentic noises that I make and appreciate zero amount of barks. Zero and handle seems fun, throw a special one. Yeah, that also can work quite well, yes. And you don't necessarily need handle to do that trick as well, if you kind of know the opponent's strength and can pace yourself. Mic on a stand. That's not gonna work. All ready for the grind. Bond gonna open some crystals in case I get duped on your 6 down. Well, I hope you don't, because I want to see you suffer. I think Egan's gonna go for 71 million. Like, if he went for 71 million in 2018, the amount of sheer heroic acts that one armed disabled person has managed to achieve in Mortal Kombat Champions and still laugh in face of likes of Guillotine 2099 and so on and so forth. In all seriousness, that man deserves a medal and even increased arena score. Because like, our rosters and our accounts have increased obviously, and Aegon's one of those champions. Aegon is one of those champions that is still extremely valuable as a 5-star. like many people are eyeing 6 stars that would be cool to have, and don't pay that much attention to like new champion coming in as a 5 star, but he has tremendous amount of value even as a 5 star because he single-handedly enables you to basically do item-free Labyrinth of Legends and much significantly cheaper Abyss of Legends as well, as is one of the core champions of Act 6. So I think demand for him will be extremely high. Now the question is the capability of the accounts that need him and still don't have him, but I still think he can go quite high. You what now? You heard me, girl. You heard me. How is he not a mod? Ooh, it's probably because he hardly ever wanders in here, but that is a very, very good point. Thank you for noting it out. I have just added Yeet as a moderator. Because, you know, he's like cool and all that. Can I use Domino? I can. We can swap out the teams a bit later. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that's a boss node, right. So that's something special happening there. I did not realize that's already a boss. Let's just have a bit of fun with this hood, I guess. Come on. Should have probably read the nodes. That's typically a useful thing. But now I need to increase my combo meter and all that. And this fight's gonna be quite annoying, isn't it? How did I miss that? Whoops, he turned himself invisible. I did not know he does that. What a jerk. And now he's like stunning me and some stuff. Oh man, I messed up again. Squirrel might have not been the best choice, or having that half a pint before the stream might have not been the best choice. You choose. We can still pull it out. We just need to drop a level 3 at the same time. Ooh, and yikes. Typical one. What's up, Duke? How are you doing? Just pull the 6-star Corvus after using my generic gem. Ouch, man. That's... oh, that would sting so bad. This is one of the first stories that I have heard about the 6-star generic gem that involves, like, you know, because you have heard by now, like, a lot of the stories with a 5-star gem. And people doing that, and you have seen those stories, like, with Legacy and stuff like that, and I have had the same experience. But with 6 stars, that's like a new uncharted territory. You might be the first person who did that. Or first person, at least, that I'm aware of who did that. So there we go. Oh well. Don't apple juice and MCSC. No, we're quite good together. Where is the ticket at? What ticket you're looking for? Am I in the second account just to get mods like this? Okay, fair enough. What are you thanking Danny for, Katie? Oh. To be the Red Guardian stun plate like encroaching stun, make sure you kill his shield with at least the second to last hit of your special. We'll see when we get there. Rank 5 duped Colossus for sure. Duped Colossus, 100%, go for it. Red Guardian's Quake fodder, even better, thanks for letting me know, so I'm gonna save myself a bit of trouble. Do we have any like revives or refills along the way? My count might be big, but I still like free stuff. Ooh, look at that, win 70 fights. Cool. So, we're just gonna go, I guess it's out to the left side, why not? Where to get at least 2k units in 2 weeks if you're not an Odin fan? You become an arena fan and you grind that stuff like there's absolutely no tomorrow. Yeah, Uncollected quest does not give any units because kabam. They're like, oh, it's not the point or something like that. I don't know. Man, it's such a silly thing. Hopefully they do add units in Uncollected when they come out with Cavalry difficulty, which they should do by my calculations in a couple of months at the latest. I'd expect Cavalry difficulty by like September latest, because when they were questioned when Cavalry difficulty is gonna come, we can't say it's going to be first or second half of 2020, so that should imply it's going to be relatively close to that. Will I ever rank 5 Mojo? I'm actually having that dilemma right now because of, well, my biggest stopping point was a lack of Mystic Tier 4 class catalysts, but I did get a couple of Mystic Tier 4 class catalysts from those Deadpool bundles thing, and with that I can take up a Mystic Champion if I want now. So, with that being kept in mind, I could rank up either Sorcerer Supreme or Mojo. I haven't decided yet. About Finish Act 5 Exploration, top chance to be the Collector. Well, anything that hits hard is a good option, more or less. I will have to deal with collecting soon as well on my baby account, and that kind of scares me a bit. Get over 1k a week from Arena, so the legends say that people are able to acquire well over 1000 units a week by grinding Arena religiously. I do not care to find or test that out because I absolutely hate Arena and I whiffed my special, which sucked. We're still good though. Glance this, you jerk. What do you think about the logic behind upsets units in Uncollected? I think it's a filthy logic, because units are welcome at every single piece of content they are releasing. Because units is effectively what makes MCOC go around. Will Thing with Champion Synergy be a decent option? Yeah, I think so. I think that will be a decent option. Everyone sounds strange, but this is the way to check that's real Yeet or any other person. Now, since we can't check the channel, well, I believe it's Yeet. Besides, if he does any funny business, we're gonna get funny on him. Modok will get... oh yeah, well Modok... well, I actually am putting more hopes on Stealth Suit Spidey than Modok, but hey. Oh, come on. That just gave me far too much power. Far too much power. Come on, baby Mojo. I actually think it's about time, since I haven't done any big rank ups for a while, that on my main account I rank up maybe, like currently I'm thinking either Mojo or Sorcerer Supreme, maybe Sunspot, or maybe something else, who knows. But there might be a couple of more rank ups coming quite soon, because hey, Alliance War seasons are about to expire as well. That's 2 more tier 5 basics, which is kind of useful. Okay, let's go with Sunspot. How are you wonderful people today, by the way? Are you guys having a great time day? Are you excited about Rifts? Mojo will just insult Collector to death. No, that's my job, man. That's my job. Sunspot. I think quite many people would want me to rank Sunspot because I have been relatively harsh to the guy and they think I'm just not giving him a chance. Now, problem with ranking Sunspot is I would want to have him high sig. Otherwise, I might just all wait for 6 star, and that would require quite a lot of investment from me. Do you think they will nerf Flow? Yes. And then there's gonna be, I don't know, some other new one. That dodge tactic sounds like a good, promising candidate for a boost that makes people's lives uneasy with our superb random awaits and power gain. So I think they're gonna buff that tactic, so people will move away from countering Flow and ranking for Flow. Because think about it, if they keep changing which defensive tactic is kind of like dominant, they can kind of like force people into ranking those champions up that are good for defense if you're taking Alliance War seriously. So I mean, so long as they consistently keep changing defensive tactics, they will also consistently keep changing kind of like semi-mandatory requirements from alliances that you should rank up, in a sense. Because let's say the dodge tactic is next one that gets a buff and gets to be the best one, the one that most annoying one. then everybody's gonna want to rank those like small champions or whatever fits the dodge tactic. And then they're gonna update it again, and let's say make Bulwark overly busted, then everybody's gonna rank on metal champions, or there's nothing stopping them in coming out with additional defensive tactics. So yeah, I think they're gonna keep nerfing and buffing these tactics, and we're gonna be happy when they nerf something that's OP, but there's gonna be something else to take its place. And that's the problem with defensive tactics in general, is at no given state, no matter how well they try to balance these tactics out, there will always be one that's more annoying than the rest of them that gets popular. And as soon as like it kind of gains popularity, everybody's using it, everybody's ranking champions for it, and everybody's complaining about it. And I think defensive tactics, like quite honestly, is one of the bigger mistakes they have done with Alliance War. What's up, Mark? How are you doing? Can I explain why I think Quake's better than Ghost? I have done so multiple times on a number of videos on this channel, and the base idea, okay, there are a couple of base arguments why Quake's better, because Quake simply deals with more tricky fights than Ghost does. Ghost is better day to day. Ghost is better in a fight where you could also use Iron Patriot, for instance, just because she's quicker, right? In any vanilla fight. When it comes to utility fights, Ghost is still the best after Quake, but still not nearly as good when it comes to dealing, I don't know, 200% increased power gain or whatever. And additionally, because Quake maintains the same base level of difficulty, as in, like, to give an example, you have, 50% increased power gain on a very tricky boss fight. Any champion can deal with it relatively easily, Quake including. If you have 100% increased power gain, then some champions find it trickier and some champions will end up getting cornered. You can do 300 increased power gain, and that's going to be extremely hard for every single champion, but it will not make a single difference for Quake. You can have 5000% increased power gain to a point when, so long as you land a hit an opponent, they immediately drop to level 3 and you die, it still is exactly the same fight for Quake. And that is just like one of the examples why Quake is as good in my head, because no matter what the nodes come at her, the base level difficulty of the Quake fight always remains relatively the same, versus any other champion it varies very highly. So it's harder to use a Quake, let's say, in arena fight than any other champion, but when you have to deal with absolutely messed up, crazy, difficult opponents, Quake still is as easy to use as she is in arena. But I'm just saying. Okay. How difficult is Epic Root? I haven't tried. Now, what happened to my screen? Come on, let's try and get it back. I must have moved some wires. Okay, let's go. So, not a good option, not a good option. I don't have a good option for this fight. Seemingly, we're gonna have to mojo it. Yeah, and I Quake Brute Force all the time as well. And saying you can't Quake True Strike is kind of same as saying, like, you can't Ghost, well, she's the Armor Breaker or whatever. Okay, so there are power stings in this fight. That's not good. That's not cool at all. I'll use a special attack probably one moment. Maybe just put that as your background music, then you won't get that question again. Maybe. Apple Juice? Maybe. I will neither confirm or deny the contents of that class. It's for you to judge and or decide. Oh, look at that guy. He's just dying. Oh man. Whoopsie. Whatever. He dead. You can't Quake True Strike display. Yeah, I know. But how long? Question. Yesterday we lost an AW. There were so many good Quakers there. So I'm asking, is that anomaly that half of the 30 Quakers? Or is it simply piloting? I would honestly say it's not a common occurrence. Typically, in a bunch of in the group of players, let's say, even in, let's say, NY, when we were at our best in terms of AW, and when we lived and bred AW, and we were like paying it all of the attention, not like we do now, we only had about 6 total, about 2 per PG, maybe 7, like, so like there is a third person in PG. Because whether I like it or not, Quake is not for everybody, and not many people want to put in the time to learn to play Quake. So yeah, I would say it's weird if there are like 15 people in Alliance who play Quake really well. But then again, some fights you can have a basic Quake gameplay. If you can stun opponent, you can just parry heavy, and that will automatically be quite easy fight. So Buffet, Toxicant. Let's go Sandport, I know. But yeah, I Quake brute force quite often. I even, like, one of the AQ with... Oh man, this might have been a mistake. This might have been a horrible mistake. I mean, I'm just saying. Oh, everything's gonna be alright, and I'm just over-exaggerating. I think we're gonna be in for a fun level 2 soon. Nice Rift video. Well, you're very welcome. Okay, so let's go for that level 2, guys, shall we? Boom, boom, done, sorted, finished. Quake destroys everything. Quake destroys a lot of the stuff, for sure. What's up, Dr. Daniel? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Ooh, we have our favorite Dollar Slipper. Why he's Dollar Slipper? Because he slips in a buck every time he appears. What's up, Scotty? How are you doing? Leading by example, I see. We have renamed our top donators as a whale relief, because that is what I have come to be aware of, that people look at me from whale perspective, so I might as well behave like one. How do you get keycard? You get keycard by finding a target. And target for today's when basically keycard is Drax. Relieve the whales. I know, right? I know. We also need help. And I'm showing you Baby Yoda every time you do help me out. So talk about law of equivalent exchange. Yeah, I understand, but you can't parry Quake on the AW mini bosses, which I did. You can. Oh yeah, I know. Fair enough. You can parry Quake some of them though. You can parry Quake the power gain mini boss, and you can parry Quake the increased healing one. You get a subscribe and a like for that. Thank you. Definitely not the blue whale, but maybe a smaller one like a beluga. Yeah, dolphin, some would say. Okay, so where am I gonna go here? Do we have a revive? No, can we just have a stinking health potion? Hey, every potion adds up. The Punisher has a lot of buffs. I have faith in my team. Oh, by the way, if you guys are enjoying hanging out here today with me and think that I am remotely occasionally entertaining, please do hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. It helps to get the streams recommended and all that other good stuff. And Marvin 2G's coming in with a fiver, man. Also, like, first
I want to
time.
quit Macaque W the Morningstar nerf, no compensation, speechless face. Who's a good alternative for content she's good at?
Good alternative. Well, first and foremost, she's still gonna be really good for most of the content. The only thing that really changes is that champion fight. Mainly no retreat. She can actually still do the champion fight better than most. It's just that 10% you can get no healing. So no retreat is gonna be, for instance, harder. So since that is the only change, good, decent alternatives for no retreat champion boss can be the thing if you're comfortable with that playstyle. Captain America Infinity War is probably the easiest one to use. And what else is good for no retreat thing? It's kind of like Captain America Infinity War. Symbiote Supreme is also decent for no retreat because you can kind of manage the fight quite well and his animations fit in decently. Now, what else could work well? I have a suspicion, quite big suspicion, that exclusively for the last 10% Longshot might be a really good option because he has stun associated with his level 3. Now, Gulk is not good for that champion fight at all. She-Hulk is good for no retreat, yes. I have a very big suspicion though, even though Longshot sucks for the rest of the champion fight, but there is one very important quality Longshot has, and it is stun on his level 3, which is quite new for Mystic Champions. So I think Longshot might actually be quite solid option for champion on no retreat, because you're gonna get that stun, you're gonna be always able to push the opponent past the bar power. So I think Longshot might work quite well. I'm not 100% sure. But still, you have She-Hulk, you have Symbiote Supreme, you have Captain America Infinity War, you have the thing that can do that no retreat fight good. Well, at least. So, 1 second, let's just cut you here in the right place, because you are at the very helm, at the front of Whale Relief Fund. Fiverr is no joke. Thanks, man. What else? Speaking of Quake, she's great for the champion boss. Yes, Quake is absolutely great for champion boss. Actually, I used Quake in my initial clear as well on stream. What happened to the music? Where is the music? Lagging somewhere. Sorcerer Supreme is a solid option, yes, one of the better ones. Yeah, I was using Morningstar in second phase against Grandmaster. Every time Grandmaster went special 2, Morningstar handled that like a boss. Yeah, for sure, that increased perfect block chance thing is awesome. So you only just Symbiote Supreme, yes, that's awesome, Marvin. So you have the counters, you just need to rank them up, and also She-Hulk definitely will require some practice. So I highly suggest doing plenty of duels, because She-Hulk is one of those champions that's like amazing for that fight, even after they change the heavy attack, which is amazing. But you need to know how to use She-Hulk well, and that bit is on you, because it's not like a walk in a park kind of fight. Man, that damage is good. Let me watch it out. Squirrel Girl is also one of those champions that I would want to take up just for the funsies, man. Those level 2 are so satisfying. Managed to grab a solo with Quake, never came close anymore. Solo though, I don't think Quake can. So I don't know, man. Like, maybe you're much better at Quaking than I am, but I genuinely don't think it's possible, because he heals far too much, and the one time you kind of like miss his trigger the primal instinct, he would gain an absolute ton of health. Well, you don't necessarily have to have Sim Supreme for Act 6 champion. For instance, I acquired Sim Supreme after I had finished 6.2, and I haven't even to this day ranked up Sorcerer Supreme, like past 6-star rank 1 or 5-star rank 1 or 2, I think. So yeah, you don't necessarily need Sim Supreme. He's just like a decent option for some of the trick fights, but there are others as well. Look at that. You ranked She-Hulk down and left her alone, don't say her name. What do you mean? She-Hulk is ranked 5 on my account. I ranked her down, but I took her back up. So you clean your filthy mouth. Your accusations stand no ground. I apologize to She-Hulk. We hatched our relationship together, and now we're stronger than ever. And I actually consistently use her in AW now and stuff like that. Hurry to get to the Black Widow. Somebody is a bit bossy here, Wolf. And further is a new boss. I'm taking my time and enjoying my way to the boss. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey sometimes. Right? Thank you for everything I make. Well, you're very welcome. Thank you for hanging out in the streams and making my day better. There's nothing more depressing and more annoying than having a live stream that hardly anybody wants to watch, or releasing a video that can't get like 1,000 views or something. So the best thing for me is always just knowing that you guys want to watch some of the stuff that I make. If you hit like button, that's obviously an additional bonus. Always appreciate those likes. And maybe a funny comment. That's all I ask. Is it that much? Is it that much to ask? You want to see how I beat her first? Hey, don't worry, we'll get there. I said we'll get there, then we're gonna get there. But I will not start running there. Nice rift explanation by the helps lazy ass guys like me. Online reading. You're very welcome. That was kind of the point, because the previous stream that I did, many people had that issue. Like, many people asked for kind of like explanation on it. So what's up, Macintosh Weber? How are you doing? That's right, I can say Weber like that. Baby Yoda is superior. Superior to what? And about Flow, I think everyone's missing one very key camp besides Quake and Guild in 2099. Void. Well, you can. Void is good, I agree, but can't always rely on Void, because you don't only have to fight against the Flow, you also have to fight against the champion. This has been very helpful. Wow, you're very welcome then. Course and maxed out goes, good option. Yes, actually, if you dig back in my channel, I have done a 3-star only Act 5 completion, yeah, on my main account. And Ghost was basically my MVP, because I was pushing Collector to his level 3s and just tanking them with Hood Synergy. So 4-star Ghost would do fantastic, because I took down Collector with 3-star and like a couple of rewinds. So yeah, that was definitely with my go-to plan. It worked very well. Just Baby Yoda to MCOC, he can eat that. That would be cool though. Maybe not like as a solo character, but like making a cameo in some champions animation set, like with level 3, for instance. If they add a champion and that champion uses a level 3, and then he just like Baby Yoda appears out of nowhere and force chokes somebody out. When fisticuffs knock your debuffs off from suicides. Fisticuffs do knock your debuffs off from suicides, yes. I'm pretty sure nobody ranked her up for the last episode. Heal, because nobody knew till recently. Who do you not? Which streamer do you not know? But no, I mean, here's the thing, yeah, Morningstar is still gonna be good in the last 10%. It's just not gonna be as good. Morningstar is still probably gonna be one of the more solid options because of the increased perfect block chance. So all in all, I like to look at but it's a very complicated issue though, because there is a good argument that she should still heal, for instance, as far as I'm concerned. And the fact that they just kind of like go, no. But you can understand that, because technically anything that say goes is as intended interaction. None of us can prove what was going through the developer's head, and anything that happened in his head, basically the lore, the canon, the intended way of things existing. You're doing great, like always, keep up. Why, thank you very much, Mr. Up Infinity War and Galkar, pulling the most weight for your exploration. Very good champions. Oh yeah, I'm not saying we should get compensation, but I think these issues should serve as like a mood setter, I guess you could say, for Resistor, you say. They should serve as a relative example, because time and time again, relatively simple things that Kabam does end up being like, with people outraged at the end of it. Whether they are at fault or not, it's not even the main point. The main point is that they should and could have, oh man, this sucks, clearly handled these issues better. Haha. Look at that. Why did you power lock me? Because you jerk, that's why. Again? How do you get that energy so quick? I mean, I'm gonna take the willpower heal, but I don't need slow debuff. I'm gonna need the heal. And that. I was too slow. I was too slow for that, for sure. Oh. Okay. Screw you, Mr. Punisher. Aspect of evolution, my bottom. Only one neurotoxin for real. Boom, 2 neurotoxins now. 5, eat that. I hate that level 1 of Punishers, man. I legitimately do. I think it's a horrible level 1. And I have to deal with that level 1 soft. No! Man, I'm playing so... I know Ronin works. Resistant node, Ronin can cheese all of it, obviously. Man, I'm just playing bad, but I don't regret it, because I have had some apple juice and it was absolutely delicious. So I'm perfectly willing to sacrifice a portion of my gaming ability for that delicious apple juice. Let's just make it clear, okay? I'm still gonna take him down. Still gonna win this fight. There's nothing he can do. There we go. What's up, Doku? The terrible is Quake. I love Quake. There are people who are far better than mine, though. Quake better, 4-star or Yellow Jacket, 5-star. Quake, 100%. There's no matter. It could be 3-star Quake and a 6-star Yellow Jacket, and I'd still tell you worse than a 3-star Quake. Deadly serious, by the way. Once I inflicted sentient bleed with Archangel and 0 poisons because the defender was poison immune. Yeah, you can do that. Archangel actually has very underrated bleed capabilities. Okay, so at this point I guess we can't start looking at boss's abilities and read nodes like a girl. Whatever. Critical resistance, rapid metabolism, power drain, kind of shine. I think Sunspot is going to do fine. Don't really want to change my team. Okay. Also bought Cable yet, since update they fixed his special animation, so you can't avoid it anymore just by going to the screen and going to my... Yeah, I heard that they have changed, for sure. Who's better with Quake than me? I do not... I'm sure there are some better people. I had an alliance man who was insanely good at Quake. Like, scarily good at Quake. He was like the OG Quaker. He was the one who made me pay attention to Quake. Let's go here, I guess. Dr. Octopus, in my opinion, is similar value to Ronan. There is... No, it wasn't Fasting, it was Blythe. Dr. Blythe. Anyways, in my opinion, as humble as it might be, where was I? Dr. Octopus. He's not that great day to day every fight. Like, he's not a champion I would want to bring in for like casual questing and clearing stuff up. But when it comes to increased power gain and all that stuff, man, there's none better in game than him. And on that point, he's extremely valuable. So that situation is kind of like very similar to Ronan. Champion has a lot of buffs, he's not stun immune. There's nobody better than Ronan. Drax is the target? Yes, Drax is the target indeed. Alrighty then. Let's have some fun. Squirrel Girl. Squirrel. She's such a cool champion, man. Generally won't rank her up just because she's fun. She's one of those. It's like, I have no plan where I would need, want, or use her, which is fun. Mojo is kind of similar. Okay, Mojo I can see what I would use and stuff like that. But Squirrel Girl is just like, look at that tail. Look at that level 2 that's about to become. And he's done. Line crew is good, yes. Do I have to wait till tomorrow to get more than 255 intel? I think I'm not too sure, but I actually should probably check it. I think you can get intel in like Uncollected and stuff like that as well. No? Or master mode? No, I guess you do then. I guess you do. Oh man, that was bad. Why did I quit this class? Durak. I am a silly guy, my apologies. We're gonna have to redo a couple of fights here. Right. So we use Archangel for this one. Went well. Yes, Press. The point is you can buy that bundle only once. And you should do so. There is a video I made specifically for this. And Press, if you go to my channel, that's gonna be the last video posted. I uploaded basically just before the stream. So what you want to do is buy that bundle and keep that item with you at all times. You know any dropped inputs in last week? I have noticed game lagging suspiciously on both my phones consistently for the last 2 weeks, and some images not loading and stuff like that. Hey, what's up, ET? I'm doing just fine, thank you very much for asking. New event quest is absolutely fantastic, great amount of fun. Whatever else, still have yet to fight Red Guardian or Black Widow, so you have made it just in time. Now I need to deal with this little Hulkster and then Kingpin as a boss, and then we're gonna deal with Black Widow and the rest of them. Critical bleed, dude, done. Man, I love that level too. Let's go, Nebula, let's go, I'll take you. Mojo? Why not? Hold block. Ah, that's the most annoying one. Smack you on the nose, don't worry. Block a hit, no problem. I knew that was gonna happen. She fell in my trap, activating her regens, and I'm having all the fun. Haha. I actually haven't seen any of Reeves' stuff. I have heard his name a couple of times, but I haven't watched any of his videos and stuff like that. Sunspot's insane for this node. Which node? Oh, this guy looks annoying. Oh, it might have been a very bad choice here. Might have been a very bad choice because I have used like all of my debuffs now. And I think at this point he's a debuff immune champ. I was hoping I'm gonna get some neuros in before that, but... Oh, and I have that Mix Master, man. Okay. Okay, this was a very horrible decision. Horrible decision. Still have no regrets. Let's go, Mojo. You can pull this off. Oh, come on, lad. Messed up again. Whoa, this guy's trickier than I expected to find anybody in the middle of the map. Is he meant to be like mini boss or something? Wait, what am I supposed to do? Okay, use special attack, that's fine. I can do this now. Taskmaster mini boss in all quests? I don't know, maybe. He looks tricky. He's tricky. Gotcha. Boss Kingpin, yeah, I gathered as much. Is it possible to take down Collector with a 4-star maxed out Ghost in a one-shot? Possible, yes. Probable, no. And largely the reason why it's not probable would be quite simply because he randomly goes unstoppable, and if he does it middle of your combo, you'll get wrecked. So, if stars align in your favor, probably is possible, yes. Whether you should expect and count on it, most definitely not. Sleep already, good night? Alright, Mr. Pranaz, good night to you. Man, that sounded creepy. I swear I have no intentions to disrupt your sleep. That sounded even creepier. I should work on this. But okay, I was going to try a thing champion, but there's the Bane node. Where's the Bane node? Champion? I don't remember champion having Bane. Black Widow not hard? Well, we'll see. I'll be the judge of the hardness of that Widow. Oh, Collector. Yeah, that would mess it up, wouldn't it? No. Collector has Bane and the thing. Yeah, I got you. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna work then. Wait, what happened to my screen again? Am I gonna do side event quest as well? Well, I already kind of did it for the video. So what I'll probably do on this, whenever I do decide to go for all of the rifts and stuff like that, I'll make it like a rift stream towards end of the month, where I effectively just kind of like use all of my intel, buy those key cards, and just go for a whole bunch of rifts. I think that would be like kind of cool stream. You just degen there, my friend. Sit in your corner. Ooh, dodge a hit. Why don't you just die? Mojo is really, man, he's a really fun chap. I don't know how viable he is for how much endgame stuff and all that stuff. He's really fun to play though. I'm currently torn in between basically ranking up Sim Supreme and Mojo. Which one's gonna go to rank 5? One of them definitely will go to rank 5 very soon. Should I rank my 5-star Void? Yes, you should. Dun, 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 dun. You just rank 5 your mojo? Well, what do you think of him so far? Yeah, that keycard thing I already did. Whoa. Once on this account for the video that I made, trying to explain how this whole keycard thing works. So I cannot really do it now because I already got the keycard for Drax and I used it, did the 2-star quest, and obviously that's not enough to open the big rift. Thank Mojo for the glorious guy. Use your class awakening gem on the void. Solid pick. Okay. Let's go then. This should be fun. Maybe. Whoops, I forgot about that. Give me back my incinerates. Whoopsie. Just gonna go for level 2 at this point. I hope for a big hit. Go on, crit. Nearly there. Not quite. Nearly. Oh man, how did I miss that, man? Haha, he whiffed. Another bug. It's like we were playing Spot the Bug instead of Marvel Concept Champions, but that was a bug. Oh. And look at all the goodies coming in. Hey, what's up, LC Music Facts? Very big welcome to the guy who is making all of the music that you guys are hearing in the background right now. The link to his SoundCloud and all of the songs that are currently happening, playing is the word that I was looking for, are made by the guy called LC Music Tracks, who has just been spotted in the chat room itself. So yeah, go check out his SoundCloud if you like them, save it, download them, they're free to use, all that good stuff, and enjoy them. Just like I enjoy my apple juice. Beast is undoubtedly a relatively bad champion, yes. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. There are some cool things he can do, but overall he's a bad champion. Especially undo. Schadenfreude? What the Schadenfreude? Schadenfreude? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's gonna go in as we are. Beast can reach him, yes. If he's awakened. Those shocks do insane damage. Well, I better not get shocked then. That's your game for pretty much. Okay, I'll just go to a random path somewhere, like whatever, let's deal with them. Time for fun, just don't get hit by her. Alright, Berserk, I got it. I will try my best not to get slapped by her. Venom the Dark is not exactly my cup of tea. I can understand why people like him, but I certainly don't. Because he's a very greedy champion. Very greedy champion. Number one rule of MCOC, don't get hit. That is a quite accurate statement, yes there. I hear that I need to use Ronan for like Red Guardian or something, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. What was up with that? How was that not punishing a special attack? Whatever. Attention, missing 200 likes. That's a lot of likes that have gotten walkies. But yes, guys, if you are here, if you're enjoying the stream, if you like me making a fool of myself, playing horribly, and just saying overall relatively ridiculous and funny things that you may or may not agree with secretly with a grin on your face, you might as well hit that like button. Nobody's gonna know. Going to love the notes and Red Guardian, Katie. This fight was made for you. I'll read them up before I approach the fight, but let me guess, it's gonna be a lot of buffs, therefore Ronan is gonna shred it. You cool, man, like on every video. Thanks, David. Let's protest? No, we're not gonna protest, yes. We're gonna protest just before we are at the Red Guardian. That's gonna have a bigger impact. Or just before we're at Black Widow. What do you guys think? Is apple juice better than Quake? No, I'd quit apple juice for Quake in an instant. If Quake said she has a problem with me drinking apple juice, I'd be like, what juice? And that's it, done. Luckily, Quake is quite fun girl and not a dictator without a dick. So, Quake and apple juice can coexist. That's right, I said the D word. I haven't maxed out Mojo for AW, man, because I am in a very big alliance and there's like a whole bunch of them maxed out already. What area are you from? I am from Latvia, so Eastern Europe originally. I live in UK now. I love how people use 4 stars in Abyss like Human Touch, Ronan and Thekiryu, but they're good enough to be used in 6.1 according. Yeah. It's not just UC, man. Like, you can see 4 stars like Human Touch, for instance, being used in Abyss of Legends. Just saying. This is gonna be feast. Brutal feast for this fatty. Dash backwards. No problem, love. No problem. Found a champion. Sorted. How about that, eh? Heavy only? Yeah, heavy only is very tough. I'm quite rubbish at it. I tried it a couple of times a while ago, and then I just kind of stopped and gave up. Because for most part, I don't really need to use it. It's kind of like a nice to have thing. Obviously, it would be good to improve my overall ability with Quake even further. Oh no, I failed the prompt. Imagine if Mojo and Mojo had a child. That we already earlier today discussed that potentially is the most ugliest encounter in Marvel Concept Champions imaginable. Just look at Mojo and look at Mojo and have them fight each other for like half an hour. That's so much fat and disgustingness going at it. And it's just disturbing. It's just very, very disturbing. Yes, I understand that Dexing, just wait. What does Kiryu mean? It's effectively a Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card. It's about what it is. Because I picked that name for myself and for all my online activities about 15 years ago. And I have kind of kept it ever since, with the slight variations of Thekiryu, KT1, or Kiryu 111, which was the original name. So that's me, basically. Derived from a Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. And that card wasn't even particularly good. I just like the way it looked, because it was like a black dragon with a cool image. It wasn't a good card. Any quite players and better than me out there? Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch. I mean, like, maybe, like, they're definitely more skilled players. Like, one thing about me is, like, I do consider he copied Katie Candy. I do consider myself to be a decent, good kind of like player, but naturally I'm not all that gifted. Like, I don't have quick reflexes, or I don't think overly well on my feet and stuff like that. So there are many players that can play the game better than I do, and they have better natural ability to play. I make up for my shortcomings with the knowledge and interpretation and finding some cheesy ways to do some stuff. But all in all, there are definitely much better players than I am. Okay, Squirrel. Let's go, Squirrel. I don't understand what Katie Candy is doing here still. Isn't she like prepping for her A-Guns run? I mean, like, I hope she misses, but still. Katie's gonna... A-Gun's gonna go for like 61 million, and then he goes for like 75, and then she's like, well, shit. I'm just kidding, I hope you get her. Him. Is MSD better than you? Probably, naturally, yes. Like, Legacy I think is better than me. MSD is definitely better than me, like, in his natural ability to play. But, like, reflexes and natural ability to play do not necessarily make you amazing at Model Concept Champions, because decision making, for instance, is a very important part of Model Concept Champions as well as, for instance, recognizing your matchups and so on and so forth. So I think there are definitely some places where I lose to all of them, and there are some places where I can make some ground back by analyzing the game and figuring stuff out. But yeah, I have no kind of like qualms saying that, oh, I'm this crazy good. Like, nah, I'm not. Like, realistically, I'm not. I'm alright, I'm not bad. I can get that. But I don't have like any superhuman ability to play the game or whatever. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just underestimating myself, as I have often done in my life. Or maybe I'm right, as I mostly am in my life. Haha, gotcha. But thanks, Q. David, what's your question that I'm not gonna answer? Is MSD better than me? I already answered that, so LC is wrong again. Booyah! MSD is just young, I think. He needs to kind of like find his footing in front of camera and stuff like that. For ages, when I started doing like videos and stuff like that, I was dead shy and dead insecure, and I couldn't kind of like say the things that really been going through my head and stuff like that. I'm much more free now. I don't know, you can say I give less of a poop. What do I major in? Well, I studied law that I never finished in Latvia, but still. Okay. Physical resistance, enhanced shock, schadenfreude, eye for punishment, dizzy, whatever, let's go. Yeah, well, I mean, realistically, he's a teenager. That's what you expect from teenagers. So you can't blame him as a person for it. If you must, you can blame him for his age group, I guess. I haven't met a teenager that's good at something that hasn't been like cocky about it. Like, you know what I mean? But all in all, he's like a nice dude. Don't have many bad things to say about. Ooh, look at that. reopening. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
This
whoa.
super chat is on behalf of Headtrip666. Thanks for the enjoyable content.
Whoa, thank you very much. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it. Oh, no, 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 she caught me. Man, she caught me. Still, 18% left. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. This super chat is on behalf of Headtrip666. I have seen Headtrip666 in quite a lot of videos, so I want him to know that I do notice his name, because that is a weird, funky-ass name. And 666 typically is a very spectacular number to add. All that being said, thank you. How much is 200 rupees, just for accuracy's sake? Appreciate every single bit that's coming in. Whale Relief Fund, because believe it or not, I don't like spending money on this game. I kind of do it because I more or less have to often in order to keep either a YouTube channel going or remain in quote-unquote endgame. So any bit helps. Okay, so Rupee 2, USD 200. We're gonna round that up as 300, and we're gonna name Headtrip because it's in behalf of the Headtrip. So Headtrip is the person supporting whale relief. Remember, guys, without you, whales would have no game to play. I'm just kidding, but I generally do appreciate every bit of support that comes, because A, I'm not wealthy, no matter what many people think about me, and B, it's just nice to be appreciated, even if it's $1. To be honest, KT has analyzed the ability of Brian Grant and the game gambling season without a fan base he deserves. My thank you very much, John Ross, appreciate it. I told you don't get hit, just
I told you, don't get hit, just kidding.
Oh man, Berserk coming in with a tenner as well, man. Berserk is like the channel OG MVP. And I'm gonna need to change like the idea how I lay them on. But hey, I did a good job. She's down to like 20% in one champion in my first go, so I did open a Koala. I don't have any spare units, my friend. I wish I could open a Koala crystal. I really do, but every unit counts. Okay, what's happening with my stream labs? Berserk is MVP for sure. Just ate a full jar of Nutella enjoying my stream. Wait, you might have a problem. I mean, good for you, I guess. One second, I'm still waiting on my Streamlabs. Why doesn't my... Oh, okay, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Need to add Berserker in here in the top spot, because Berserker is leading the Whale Relief Fund currently with $10. Then we have Marvin G, Headtrip, and Scotty Lang. Let's just lower the for a bit, and then we're going to be ready to start the second line in a moment. If anybody else comes forward, obviously. Not that I expect anybody to do some whale relief, but I certainly do appreciate it all. Dominus Dave coming in. Shave. I do not want... Why? You can't
Shave.
make me. But thanks, Dominus, man. Okay, so let's try and get this name back up there. 9k featured counts? No. Only reason I bought those offers is because I got the units that I could potentially try and use for later on. You know, put on Dominus Dave in a bit in the list over there. But meanwhile, you guys can enjoy Baby Yoda. She's relatively easy to beat, isn't she? We're still missing 95 likes. There you go. Music's back on. Didn't have to well, okay, let's reset. Whatever. Let's add Dominus Dave in the Whale Relief Fund, because that is the most important fund for me. Whale lives matter. Come on, why is it taking so long to load it up though? Okay, here we go. We're replacing Dominus Dave down here with 2. I'm gonna list it as dollars. He might get upset, but still, his problem. Thanks, Dave. And we're sorted. Check apple juice fund. Where's my apple juice fund? And done with everything 100%. You have no use of units. Pump that apple juice. I have use of units, man. Where can you find another gate pass? You need to wait for another day. Assumingly in 24 hours another keycard objective is gonna come. Then we're gonna have to figure out who is the champion that we need to demolish. And then you get another card. Okay, so I need to read what this boss does apparently, because he might be really fun for like Ronin or something. Blood in the water. While debuff, while the attacker is suffering from a debuff, the defender gains passive fury, granting. Okay, cool. Mighty charge, Russian resolve. Defender. I'm just gonna go on a limb and say that we can Ronin that guy, no? Maybe we fun to go out drinking with Katie, you crack me up. I have problems when I go out drinking. I don't have alcohol problem. I have a night out problem in a sense that when I go out for a night out, I seemingly can't learn my lesson, I seemingly can't stop. So I typically, if I go out, and I don't too much in recent years, when I do go out, I end up out till like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 a.m. till like the last possible place that's still accepting clients is open, and man, the things that I have seen, they're scary. The Epic is 3 pass will be doing the second path, given intel. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I'll see. Song. Apple juice fund is waiting to be claimed. Where can I find? Whoa, what are we talking about here? Where is an apple juice fund? Somebody got my interest. Reset music is done. Check apple juice fund. Oh, it's flying right above my head. Apple juice fund. Now I'm feeling inadequately stupid. You're just making fun of me. One second, let's carry on. Let's use that refill. Where's Lucas? Pretty solid 4th, 515 Levi's with A guns, and that's awesome, dude. Good luck on you. Ooh, LC coming in. I gotcha now. I gotcha. LC coming in with 20 bucks and shooting to the front of Whale Relief. My friend, you're an, as always, MVP. CQ. I got it. I got that in there. It might have taken me a while, but I got that. So let's put LC. Up with 20 bucks with immediate access to apple juice, and then we have to move down Dominus Dave. Relegated to 2nd row. That's right. Yeah, I figured it out. I figured it out by then. Thank you very much, LC man. Appreciate it. Question: sorry, will you explaining the red rift and intel? Okay, Pudget, ask your question away. I'll do my best to answer. Well, first you want, I how specifically made a video saying that. First you want to wait till you get 3,000 of those intels, because then you can purchase a bundle and you can keep that item for every single fight that you enter, every single rift that you enter. And when you see like the specific reward that you want, likely to be the Class Awakening gem, then you use that 3,000 intel reward rift thingy, whatever. But yeah, the point is you first collect till you have 3000 intel, you get that, and then you go and do your rest rift. 81, once you question, probably I don't need willpower for a bit, just remove suicides and remove willpower all the way. Yes, I actually ended up not running willpower for vast majority of the race fights as well. Would you rather spend units on refills, feature Cabra, come on, apple juice? I'd rather spend units on refills because I don't like cavaliers and stuff. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to spend basically as little as possible in this game. Because again, I don't have fairly amazing financial situation, and whatever I spend on this game does actually make a difference on my like normal day-to-day life. So yeah, I rather not get a 3-star for 10 bucks. 10 bucks still hold value in my life. There have been days when I legitimately go into store, for instance, and I have only like 20 or 10 or 30 pounds left, and I have like really budget and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not as simple. Well, you can. There is a very good chance that you can get that skill awakening gem if you acquire those 3000 intel. You buy that item first, which can let you choose what reward you want, and then for every rift that you go in, you basically just wait till skill awakening gem appears. That is what you like ought to be doing. Alright, Michael, good luck. How about the duck? That means you have made it quite far in as well, man. So congrats on that. And a buff. Easy peasy. Oh, come on, got tagged, man, got tagged, that's not fair. I mean, it's fair, but it sucked. I already made a guide, kind of like thing. It's already done, my friend. You're late. I explained the rifts, what you should do, how you get your key cards and all of that stuff. There's literally the last video that I have posted. Oopsie, I dropped level 2 without. Ah man, this is gonna suck. Wasted level 2. What? Ah man, because I dropped a heavy attack. I've been playing very bad this fight, Mojo. Still, hashtag no regrets. Use a special attack. Done, sorted. I appreciate the realistic mindset on spending. It gets annoying watching people drop $300 a week to get all 3 stars just laughed off to do it again. Yeah, I get it. No, I mean, like, I get it. And again, everybody does it by their means. If somebody can afford it, they're free to do so. I, for instance, can't. Not at the moment. Maybe, hopefully. Eventually, but right now I cannot. Clairvoyant or Hyperion? I'd rank up Hyperion first before Clairvoyant. Which chapter should I rank 5 between? Which character should I rank 5 between? Awaken Namor, Archangel, Awaken Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Guillotine 2099, When Actually, Hulk, Stark, Spidey, Domino, and Hyperion. Jesus Christ. Hyperion still, in my opinion, is the champion that I would rank up first. Any advice on quick gold? Arena or buy crystals and sell ISO? That's about as simple as that. Depends what kind of person you are and how much money you have. What are the good spite node counters? Power control champions that do not have any buffs, for instance, Magic is a perfect spite counter. Quake can be a great spite counter, or Ghost with Hood Synergy and just eat all the level 3s. So there are many good options against spite. It entirely depends who you have at your disposal. The main thing you just want to avoid against Spite, and many champions can be extremely viable for those fights, is you want to avoid champions that do gain buffs permanently, or do have very random and easy access to buffs without your control. Effectively, if you can spend majority of the fight with the buff, that's going to be incredibly hard. For instance, if you use Warlock, I don't know, Vulture, because he gets armor buff at the beginning. If you use, for instance, Captain America Infinity War, he doesn't have any inherited buffs. Additionally, he doesn't often need Dex because he plays kind of like parry heavy style, so he can still be very good for Spite fights. Hope that makes sense. Starkey is decent against Spite, I'd say, but overall sucks as a champion, so I would not recommend investing in him. Haha, gotcha, Q. Am I popping crystals in Doom there? Probably not. I mean, I have 5-star Doom, and I'm definitely not nowhere near as lucky to get a 6-star Doom and awaken him, and I don't have a Mystic Awakening gem. He doesn't suck, you bastard. I'm not a bastard, so whatever. My mommy married my daddy before she had me, therefore by definition I'm no bastard. Do you even know what a bastard means? Children like you these days abuse the term bastard. Do you even know what it means? These insolent children these days. Boss is tough? Well, it means I'm gonna have some fun with this said boss. You love me, I know you do, I know you do. What's my mastery? Very, very basic, and I have made multiple videos. If you type in mastery KT1, then I have made videos about my mastery multiple times on my channel, and I pretty much always use more or less the same channel. I hate it when these son of bitches don't know what the words mean. Keith, you are my hero today, anyways. But I have a Saint Miguel that requested an audience, so just give me a moment. Like I'm a post bastard. Oh, I like the Saint Miguel. He always cheers me up. You're welcome, KD1. Please read the note attached to the Apple Fund. Ooh, I didn't notice the note there. I will do my best. Ultimate. Thanks for the extra content you're not forced to do. Hit them likes. Okay, I read it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I even will repost it so everybody else notices that. Right, guys. So we have Namor. I'm just gonna like Namor it, I guess. Okay, let's do this. Oh yeah, incursions can be decent for gold as well. Like twice a month, I guess. It's worth doing incursions, I would say. Let's go then. Die, you arrogant sea creature. Oh man, come on. That's just sloppy, man. That hurt. That hurt. There should be a word for... Oh yeah, red eye. That was just sloppy. Hopefully I don't get shredded for like by the boss. Yeah, incursions take far too long, man. That's the problem with them. Incursions take much longer, for instance, than dungeons used to, just because of all of the added extra choice HUDs and stuff like that. Neymar's hairline is so realistic. Fair enough, fair enough. Guys, I'm gonna do the Red Guardian fight. That does not necessarily mean that I will immediately finish the stream. We're gonna do a couple more paths having fun because you guys are awesome. But after Red Guardian fight, I will take a 4-minute break because Saint Miguel requests my presence in the lavatory. And yes, because there's only X amount of liquid my body can contain at any given time, I guess. I don't know what this guy does, but I'm gonna go in blind and we're gonna see if we can Ronan him. Why is Starkey bad? I don't think he is. Oh, wait. Okay. Alright, never mind. Okay, that's gonna stink. When charge expires, he's gonna stun you. We'll see about that. Yeah, I knew that stun was incoming. I was just testing the waters. Okay. Okay, that's not gonna work well as well. Heavy dance. Okay. Don't let his charges expire. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I can heavy him. Whoa, 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 lad. Okay, so that is how it looks like. And now I'm screwed. Yeah, now I'm screwed. Out of order, we are out of... Okay, this is gonna stink. But I got the idea at least. A dick. Whoa, that did not work out well. And I messed it up at the way. It's okay, heavy attacks and it's all good, that's basically the point, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Do I redo the fight or I use an expiring revive? I'm gonna use an expiring revive. No, we're not gonna use a revive, sod it, Red Guardian, he's gonna be mine. So if you guys want to see me shred this guy on my comeback mission, so I'm gonna quit it because I'm too proud to use an item. I'm gonna be back in just a moment. I really need to attend the gentleman's room. Please do not disappear anywhere. I will leave the music going. LC is gonna be there in the chat keeping you guys entertained. And I'm gonna be back in just a jiffy. See you in a moment. Well, hello there, and huge thank you to everybody who waited. Now, let's just see. Yes, the game popped back up. Perfect. Sorry for the wait. Why not revive? Because I hate reviving. I don't know. It's an ego thing, I guess. You be quiet, you little troublemaker, you. Anyways, so let's pick in somebody who has a cool heavy attack and a good block efficiency, so I guess Cap would be a perfect option. Right? Aha. Whew. Why, what did you do? Being a snotty little know-it-all kid, as always. Right. Stop playing the game after 5 years, because you're getting trashy 5 stars. Well, there is your problem. After 5 years, 6 stars is the trashy ones that you keep getting. 5 stars, you normally get what you want. Well, to a degree. Okay, so who I wanted to bring in instead was Cap America. Let's just go for 4 stars. Where's my little captain or captain? Let's replace the Ronin with him. And can replace, I guess, I don't know, Archangel. Wait, well, he's quakeable. Push comes to shove, we can just quake some stuff up. Right? Right, guys? Let's go again and let's show him who's the boss. Everything's better when you're here. That's extremely high praise to be given to yourself. Unfortunately, it's also extremely inaccurate. Oh wait, he's magnetizing me. Whoopsie. Might have not been the best choice. We're gonna make it, guys. We're gonna make it. We're missing 100 likes? Nah, I think we're doing just fine. I think we're doing just fine. People who like me. People who don't like me can't be forced to like me. It's about as simple as it comes. Idle. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gotcha. See? Alcaz is glad you're here at least. The only problem with playing Mojo is kind of like I'm paying more attention to my prompts and less attention to what the opponent's doing, so sometimes I make some silly mistakes. All in all, he's a cool champ to play. What's up, Spidey? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Your presence is much appreciated, much more than that of Mr. Q, for instance. Got 5-star Diablo today. Don't let that bring you down. Any plan on upgrading to iPhone 11 Pro Max? I have an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and it was not worth the upgrade. Trust me, the phone is hardly any better than the previous iPhone. Win, lose. Yeah, let's go with Squirrel Girl here, I guess. No question. Are you going for Legends? No. Because Legends runs, first of all, have nothing to do with Uncollected. Whoa, 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 where did my parry go? My parry gonna walkies. And I lost my combo, and that means Squirrel Girl's gonna be useless now. I cannot deliver my big burst of damage. Well, I can do tippy things though. Diablo has some utility. Come on, people are too harsh on Diablo. You can actually do some stuff. Does Nightcrawler work for Do You Bleed with Havoc Synergy? I have genuinely never tried. It's a very curious question. I cannot believe I do not know answer to that, because it's a legitimately a good question, man. I'd like to know the answer to that. Might be some testing time. I think I happen to have a Duke Nightcrawler. I think I know where I can find Do You Bleed, huh? So there was like, I remember like after 12.0 or one other update patch, I don't know which one, Nightcrawler seemed to interact with Deep Wounds Mastery, and that was like busting because he was doing so much more damage, because Deep Wounds basically gave him like extra 3 or 5 ticks or something like that. And man, he was beasting stuff up then. I kind of wish he still worked with Deep Wounds, man. He would be so much better champion if that, like, you know, critical bleed damage would actually like work and get extended, and he would get so much more damage, man. That was so fun. But yeah, Diablo is severely underestimated as a champion in my opinion. He's not the greatest, obviously not, but he's far from being like a bad champion. He can do some stuff. The problem is that eventually he runs out of the alcohol supply and he stops doing the cool stuff. Like, if he didn't run out of those potions, he would actually be relatively middle of the pack champion. Nobody would make fun of him. Yes, Viper, I can make obviously a very accurate comment, is that I hope Kabam improves the situation, because ultimately that is where the key to this whole issue lies. If Kabam does implement more kind of like thorough watching, then a lot of this problem will fall off, and I'll be happy if they do. Like, kind of like what they did with Abyss of Legends. They took their time before issuing the Legends rewards, because they were actually going through each person who ran the account, so on and so forth. Whilst it's extremely unrealistic that Kabam is able to deal with the entire situation like pieced together, but at least for these big, oh man, I messed up. At least for these big events like Act 6 Legends, Abyss of Legends, Legends Run, stuff like that, I think that is the minimum they owe to the community, to actually go through all of that list with a fine-tooth comb and sort out all of those problems. Now, I do not expect them to like be able to detect everybody always, whoever, like, I don't know, 5 months down the line does whatever bad, because that's not realistic. But they did it with Abyss. That took 2 or 3 months. They vetted all these players. Again, somebody probably slipped through, whatever. But the fact itself that they did that kind of set a precedent that people were deterred from even thinking about doing things like that. So, like, if I were kind of like in any shoes or position to advise anybody, like, ultimately that would be Kabam and just them actually approaching the subject seriously. When it comes to completely getting rid of that and like everybody getting permabanned, I don't think it's gonna happen, because that would change the game in a very large way, and I don't think Kabam wants to make that risk, because currently MCOC is their top grossing game, and any major changes to that, I just don't think that they are like willing to, well, tell it. But the thing that I did with Abyss is like a good start, when they actually took some months to vet people that did the runs and did that, and they actually gave impression that they're doing their best to, like, you know, get it right. But again, like, for me, it's like obviously fairly tricky to comment into the situation, because no matter what I say is gonna get twisted, taken out of context, or misunderstood or interpreted, I guess. But hey, I don't particularly care right now. So yeah, there's your comment. How Kabam actually vet the most important content in the game. Still have some line ID named send you. Yes, my line ID is simply Thekiryu. You can send it through to me at any point. Well, I guess that is the question you should ask I like in particular. As far as the rest of the people go, I might not have the best of the relationship with every single content creator, but I'd like to personally think I don't also kind of like, you know, I'm on top of everybody's hated list or whatever. I like has Alex's personality and he has his issues, and I have long since abandoned the idea to argue with idiots, and I just don't care, like, quite frankly, what he thinks or does or says. I don't watch his channel, and if I ever become informed of any of his like videos where he mentions me, that's typically when people like forward some stuff to me. I initially was somewhat upset and all that, but after a while I just stopped caring, man, because when somebody is like being shit to you, you need to realize that, like, if you get pissed off, you're just ruining your own day, not theirs. So what's the point, right? So ignore all of that stuff, let him be happy. And like the funniest thing is like that he's like absolutely obsessed that I have some sort of hidden agenda, which I generally don't. I can easily admit to doing that 2 years ago, and then I stopped, and then I started making YouTube videos, but I guess that means I still do it because I did it like ages ago, which I generally don't. I simply wouldn't have enough time and stuff. And the reason why I started making videos was partly because I lost interest in that. And again, I don't want to try and appear to be some sort of perfect guy who knows everything and always makes the right decisions. Fuck no, that's boring. I made my share of mistakes, and that's how made me who I am. So if somebody like now would come and ask me, oh, do you regret doing that? It's like, fuck no. I did what I thought is the best for me at the time, and I have no regrets for it. Wouldn't take it back if I could. So he can go and shove his little overgrown yellow teeth back to where they came from. Aren't we all a big happy family? Boom! Ah, where's my damage, man? How did his level 2 look like? This is gonna be scary. Okay, that's how it looked like. Okay. He has 3 of those charges. Do I have a skill champion on my team? Because I could shrug off that stun. But do I have a skill champion on my team? Yes, I have Squirrel Girl. I'm sorted. Okay, he's nearly at 3 bucks. Oh. What was I just talking about? About national taint of shame in country of Canada. The worst thing that has happened to Canada since America. Oh man, this is bad. Oh no, it kind of worked out. Okay, that was a big mistake. We still made it, Cap works, man, Cap works. Yeah, don't remind me. Ah, bless you. I'd be concerned with him, man. I have personally bought from him myself. Yeah, I know, I do pretty much the same thing. Ace. Actually, live there. Yeah, basically just spam heavy attack with any champion. Obviously, Mighty Charge makes it a bit tricky, but if you can do double, like, reparry thing or whatever it's called, then it's not too bad. Just basically have anybody that can take decent amount of block damage and just spam your heavy attack. Also, Cap can fight normally, so long as you have the skill champion on your team and Cap is max sig, because then you can just shrug all the stuns anyways. So Cap is like perfect for it. Which is gonna be something, like I have to upload like counter video and all that good stuff. Look at that, 1,600 shots, no thank you. What is the lockdown situation in my country? We are in lockdown for over a month or so. And it's relatively pre-lockdown, like obviously, like it's like an adult version of lockdown. You technically can still go out, like for instance I have been out for a job interview. You can go to store, there's like one form of exercise. I haven't like heard too many kind of like draconian stories of people being overly oppressed. It's just the fact that everybody's working from home. If you can work from home, we have this furlough scheme, and I have been furloughed, for instance, so I'm not going to work, and I'm getting like 80% of my base salary, which is still about 50% of my actual income, but still can afford to feed me. All in all that, I can go out for a walk or a run or some sort of form of exercise every day if I choose to. And I can go to store for basic necessities every day. So it is odd, it's not normal, but it's not like I feel that if I go out I'm gonna get gunned down in the street or thrown in jail or somewhere. I've been to stores when I have to. The stores are still fully stocked. I still get half of my pay effectively. And obviously, but because I'm not going out, I'm also not spending as much, so I can still feed myself and stuff. So it's not that bad. Like, need be, I can sit in lockdown, I don't know, for a year now. Do we want to do another pod, guys? Your favorite truck? Awesome. When is the next epic quest? Which epic quest do you want? What champions should we use? You guys are in charge. You guys are picking 5 champions that are either maxed out 4 stars or rank 3 5 stars on my account, and I'll do my best to finish the lane. How about that, guys? Okay. So any champion starting from Mordo, because that is a rank 3. Basically till the 4 stars go. So I'm gonna scroll down slowly. You guys can suggest which champions. I'm gonna pick 5 out of the ones that you have suggested, and I'm gonna try and clear the fight. But pick out the ones that I actually have at a relatively decent strength level, so rank 3 5 stars or maxed out 4 stars. Man-Thing is too highly ranked. Man-Thing is rank 4. So this is about where it finishes. So I'm gonna wait for the chat to answer it in a second, and then we're gonna try and pick some champions. Jane Foster is actually rank 4. Okay, that's it. Now finish. And then I'm gonna pick from the ones you mentioned. BRB, alrighty then. Okay, OG Tor is somebody I'd like to use for sure, so we're gonna go with OG Tor. I love me some OG Tor. Here we go, 1. Iceman, I'm not a big fan of Iceman personally, I'll be honest. Diablo is too highly ranked. Killmonger and Winter Soldier, I like that. Let's take Killmonger and Winter Soldier. I think I have a rank 3 5-star Killmonger and I have a rank 3 5-star Winter Soldier. Yes, let's do that. Really doing it. Iceman. Okay, what else? Multiple people wanted a nihilist, so I can pick a nihilist. And we're gonna have the last one. Mordo. Mordo is requested quite ferociously, so we're gonna go with Mordo. Mordo is also rank 3 5-star. There we go. And he apparently has a synergy with Thor, so let's go. So this is gonna be the team. Sorry guys if your champions did not get picked, it's only one person playing and I only have 5 champion spots. However, I think overall we did select quite an interesting bunch. And what's up Headtrip, thank you very much for your donation by proxy. I do appreciate it. Okay, what is this node? Particle Protector. What is this node? Breakthrough. Breakthrough I like because any champion can do a decent amount of damage. So if you're sure, because they kind of came like a set team though. Like, you know, Winter Soldier, Killmonger, they can go hand in hand. I wouldn't want to use like Winter Soldier without Killmonger, for instance. Could use Killmonger without Winter Soldier, but not vice versa, I guess. Okay, so Cosmic Champion, Breakthrough. Let's start with Thor. Baby Thor, let's go. The one golden rule of Vision is never push him further than 1.2 bars of power. Unless you're like sure to destroy him. In this case, because he already gained the thingy. Works out just fine. But oh, that's level 1. Boom. Write this out. We go for that level 3 then, I guess. This should be the end of the line for the robot. It's 100% guaranteed stun chance, 2 arm breaks, sorted. You are a nice person. I'm always extremely conflicted when people say that because nobody's entirely nice. I've done plenty of nasty things, and there are people who have left my life, unfortunately, thinking I'm a complete asshole. Overall, I do like to think about myself that genuinely deep down, like all things considered, I'm alright. But okay, so now how to deal with this guy, Electro. So you're gonna take a lot of damage, so I think I'm gonna use Killmonger for this. Relatable and down to earth person. I like to think that I'm somebody who's comfortable in my own skin, warts and all. I know that I have many flaws and I don't shy away from them. I don't try to deny their existence and I don't try to pretend to be better than I am. I can be judgmental, I can be sarcastic, I can be mean, I can lose my temper too quickly, so on and so forth. I haven't always made the best choices in my life, so many things that people can be criticized for, and I understand that, and I don't mind that. There's one thing that like ultimately I have always tried to follow since I was a kid though, and like okay, there are 2 things that I have tried to follow since I was a kid ultimately. Number 1 would be something my father taught me when I was very young, and it's the simple aspect of you have to do the things that you have to do in order to be able to do the things that you want to do. And there's a lot you can take away from that simple expression, that you might not always enjoy everything you're doing, but so long as you have a goal in mind which those things help you achieve, they might be worth it. At least that's how I chose to interpret it. And kind of like also like duty and chores before like leisure activities and stuff. And the second thing is like more feminine, comes from my mother, and it goes as a simple truth that good things in life multiply, and so do bad things. You do not have to be a perfect person to do some good in your life, and it doesn't make you an amazing person just because you have done something good and you use it as an excuse to do some bad. There's an essence that, like, any action, good or bad, travels further than you do. And I do think about it quite a lot, and therefore, like, every day when you make some sort of minor decision, it's a worthwhile thing to keep in mind, whether it ultimately is a good or a bad thing. You know, like, you know what I mean? I have pulled my first God tier 6 and 2+ years, course lame. I have all the materials running 3 so hype right now. Congratulations, Lawrence, man. Almost sounds if you should enlist in whale relief because you have become one. It's unofficial kind of like statement, right? If you have a 6-star chorus rank 3, you're a whale. You should help other whales. Oh man, come on, what happened there? I missed my chance. We're gonna drop a level 3 there. And hopefully it's gonna give me some regen. Nice thank you from your partner, thank you. Ooh, look at that regen. Double stacks of regen. I like Mordo Regenerator. I love your videos, friend. One thing I can honestly say is you are a genuine guy. Some people can't handle someone that is just straight up to the point. Thank you very much, Seth. Appreciate it. You can dodge Spidey's special one. I will have even more respect for you. Yes, I can do it. I can dodge Spidey's special one. I actually deal with Spider-Man lanes consistently in AQ. It's just currently I'm juicing and driving. Feel free to ignore this if it's too personal, but do you still have a good relationship with your parents? Unfortunately, my father passed away about 5-6 years ago from cancer. It's quite urgent. It's actually very heartfelt, awesome story, something like that. But yeah, I do not have my dad with me anymore. But yes, I do have quite good relationship
with my dad. Because they're people too.
Thank you very much, Lawrence. The relationship with my mom was actually quite complicated. When I was growing up, my mom was conflicted with her life, and that left a mark on me. And as a child, I didn't think much of it. Looking back, I realized that my sister raised me more so than my mother did. Because my mother was busy sorting her life and problems out, but that's quite alright. I did not take it to her. The problem with my relationship with my mom started at a point when I was about to get engaged, and I had bought like engagement ring and all that. And effectively, just before I got the chance to present that engagement ring to my, you can call it like high school sweetheart, whatever. Well, we broke up. Effectively, she dumped me. And my mother's remarks to that whole situation was, I knew their family is better than we are. And that was the first time in my life when I got flat out told into my face that somebody else is better than I am. And the fact that it was my mother who told me that she genuinely believes that some other people on the planet is like too good for me or whatever, it hit the home. I was 22 at the time, and that put a big dent in my relationship with my mom. Because yeah, I was just mad. I was like, how can you possibly think that somebody else is like better than your own children and stuff? So then there was a time when I hardly kept a social contact for about 3-4 years with my mom, but recently we have hatched it out. I have been home multiple times. We're doing alright. I'm helping my mom financially and stuff like that. And I visit and we talk and it's all good. We have a good relationship now. I still haven't maybe fully moved past it because it was very, very... It was kind of like kicking me the hardest I had been kicked by any single person in my life. At the time I was already down to the lowest I could possibly be. Like, you know what I mean? It was a situation which I had never experienced and which absolutely sucked. And like after that whole thing happened, I just went kind of like for a walk for about 2 or 3 hours, and like I was just barely coming to peace with what has happened and wrapping my head around it and all that. Because there's a lot more in the backstory, what actually did happen, what I went through to make sure it happens. For instance, I had to work for like 8 months with no holidays in order to save up enough money to put down a deposit for the home, and there's a lot basically to unpack, but it worked out in the worst possible way. And as soon as like the emotional bit finished from that, like the logistical bit of like what am I gonna do with the house that I have rented up front for like half a year by myself, and I can't afford it, but I have spent all my money on it and how stupid that is and stuff like that. And then like when my mom said that to me, I mean like my heart, I just died a little bit inside. But and yeah, as a teenager and like in my early 20s, I was mad at my parents for being poor because I come from extremely humble upbringings. And then later on I kind of like made my peace with that, but then this thing happened and it just kind of like tore it all open again. And yeah, so I have had, with my mother especially, very kind of like, I don't know what's the best way to call it, segregated relationship in phases. There was like phase when everything's great, there's phase when nothing is okay, then there's phase where you can come in the middle. There's a lot of things that happen, and again, that's kind of like my point in the way I like to approach life. Nobody's perfect, nobody's black or white, nobody has made all of the best choices in their life. No matter what you like to think about yourself, you do come with the baggage, you do come with your bad decisions, you do come with your good decisions, and all of them eventually form who you are. That's why I wouldn't want to take any of it back, because I inevitably and eventually can say that I'm alright with who I am as a person. Okay, do two-star question show that I already did it. There's a video on it, Anton. Like the last video is uploaded on the channel. I did that 2-star quest, and it's like that easy, to be fair. It's great to have complicated relationship with parents, always, because the life is complex and have different opinions, and then we need to cherish people. You know, yeah, exactly. And I have a decent relationship with my mother. It's not like I call her every day and stuff like that, but I do keep in touch. I do visit her multiple times a year. We do message, we do talk. You know, like other creators who only answer when super chatted, is such a genuine person. Thanks, Viper. What happens when you lose in quest? What do you mean lose in quest? Don't understand, Pop though. I don't understand if it's the same vibe. I don't think so. Like, again, I haven't played Symbiote Supreme too much, man. Thanks, 5 fingers discount. Decline in 2 minutes. Kind of fun is that? Thoughts on new Black Widow so far, fighting her in new quest? I actually have released a video specifically because after Kabam posted a deep dive video on the new Black Widow, they talked about all of these amazing things, but the only thing that I noticed is that despite them multiple times saying big yellow numbers, there were no big yellow numbers. And effectively she hits pathetically weak. And that's the main takeaway I got from that video. Big yellow, even bigger yellow. Where? Where the fuck? Okay, yes, 3k crit is bigger than 2k crit, but it by no means is a big yellow number. So yeah, I don't know. I think New Black Widow is going to be relatively synonymous with, let's say, Squirrel Girl. Fun champion to play with, some cool things. Not for endgame metal. Yes, Cypher, the target is Drax. The target is Drax. Okay, let's see what Thor can do here. Yeah, let's see what Thor can do. Boom. Boom. Okay, so Thor not perfect. Should really punish that though. Okay, whatever. Let's just go for as much as we can go. The block damage too big for the force down here. Okay, that's fair enough. What are the nodes like Mighty Charge and some other crap? It's not really too important. Basically, what you need to do is you just need to heavy a lot. I see. Hanging out there. Bye. Thanks, Reese, man. Gonna head to the store. See you next time then. Let's see what the Nihilus does. Thor Beyond God Tier confirmed. Thor is still incredibly potent champion. There's nobody taking away from him. Eat shit. How did that happen? Whoa. My bad. Glad here, that's all I know. I just hope you persist with this entire YouTube thing, no matter how long it takes to get up there. Well, that is becoming a problem though, I'll be absolutely honest. I don't know whether it's like lockdown or my personal things or whatever. It's becoming kind of like harder and harder to get myself motivated, because I started out like good and then kind of like slowed out, and then all of the kind of like crap videos and crap comments started piling in to the point where quite often for some things I hear much more negative feedback rather than positive, and that kind of like not consciously but even subconsciously like deters you from creating new content. But She-Hulk worked in this fight. Possibly. Don't know exactly. No, Taskmaster is not getting buffed. Are you joking? Why would they buff anybody if they can, for instance, create a new champion and sell you crystals? New champion buffs are gonna be, have been, and will always remain to be extremely rare occurrence. Oh wait, unless I have slow debuff, Mordo might be a good answer. Because like if I get stunned and he tries to hit me, and I messed it up. But yeah, the point is, if I get stunned and he tries to hit me, so I could technically try and use Mordo in like my how-to video, for instance, and just get stunned on purpose, you know? Okay, let's try this out. Uh-oh, that's not looking good. Okay. Whew, 2%, man. Talk about close. Clutch win, man. Slow debuff doesn't work. Slow debuff doesn't work for what? Unless I have slow. That's exactly what I say. Unless I have slow debuff. But yeah, Taskmaster I think is awesome character in Marvel for sure, man. I wish I would buff Magneto amongst many other characters, but yes, Magneto is definitely towards the top of that list. So, what do you guys think? Are we done for today here? I'm personally run out of Saint Miguel. Taskmaster's main villain of the movie. Well, good for him. Well, I say this whenever someone shares a season guide, I always share your vids, because you make so much money, guys. Thanks, Leslie, for I appreciate that. But his videos are cool too. Some of them are awesome. I don't particularly care for like crystal openings or some other crap, but when he actually shares with legitimate thoughts and insight, quite a lot of that stuff is cool. Still, let's open one Cavalier crystal. I have two of these. You can open that. Look at that, 106 star shots. That's kind of cool. We can also open one 2-star crystal. New 2-star champion? No, it's Domino. I already had Domino. What else we have? Okay, let's go for one Koala crystal, right? One. It's not gonna hurt. You guys have been generous to me. LC, Berserker, Marvin, Lawrence, everybody else. You guys are awesome. Let's just... one. That's it. That's it. We're stopping now. What's up, Punjabi? How are you doing? No, don't do it, guys. It's a trap. I know it's a trap. But at the moment, just dipping our pinkish on it. I'm not full on stepping in it. Ah, 3-star crossbones. I do have like some news to do. Like after I did the whole Dublon video, right? After I did the whole Dublon thing, whatever, I did open one featured Koala crystal and one regular Koala crystal. So I spent 500 units from these ones, and I opened 2 crystals. Featured Koala crystal didn't get me anything too cool. But the regular Koala crystal did actually get me something that is kind of worth mentioning. So I opened one featured Koala that was like a 4-star or 3-star, I don't remember. But then the regular Koala crystal popped me the goody ye olde 6-star Doctor Strange. I mean, it doesn't make much of a difference for my account and stuff like that, but I finally have Doctor Strange above rank 4-star, so I'm quite happy about that. It's kind of cool, and like, you know, just to have it from regular Koala crystal. So I already got incredibly lucky today. I'm quite happy to finally have him. Obviously it'd be cool if he was like awakened and stuff like that, but I like the fact that I do have him. Okay guys, I think that will do for today though. We have had quite a bit of fun. We have gone for 2.5 hours and you guys are all awesome. Absolutely love all of the amazing support you guys have showed to me today. LC, Berserker, Marvin 2G, Lawrence, Handtrip, Dominus Dave, Scotty Lang. All of you, huge thank you. And I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna be streaming my free-to-play series thing. So I'm probably going to be just carrying on with my tiny baby Kiryu account, seeing what we can do there. And yeah, that is it for now, and I'll catch you guys soon. See ya.